Sabe por quê? Sabe por quê? Sabe por quê? Porque você me agrediu ontem, você me deixou aqui sozinha. Sabia agora?
May 16, 2019. Neymar Jr. is in a hotel room in Paris for the second night in a row. The young woman whom he shares the room with is unknown, at least for the moment. But a lot will change in the following days. For starters, the world will get to know Nagila Trindade Mendes de Souza, a 26-year-old model, interior design student, a daughter, a mother, and in her own words, a normal person. But in 2 weeks' time, nothing will be remotely close to normal in her life, right after she walks out of a São Paulo police station accusing Neymar of her.
Era intuito sexual, era desejo meu. Acho que ficou até claro para ele isso.
Nagila Trindade never really denied what her intentions were when she met Neymar. It was the 26-year-old model who reached out to the Brazilian in the first place through Instagram. Messages followed by a few photos, not nudies or anything, as she later declared, led to her giving Neymar her phone number to follow the conversation over on WhatsApp. After a brief exchange on the platform, Neymar asked Trindade to meet him in Paris, and when she told him that she didn't have the means to get there, the Brazilian offered her a round trip between São Paulo and Paris, and a couple of nights stay at Sofitel, Paris, Arc de Triomphe. When Trindade landed in Paris, she had no second thoughts regarding her motivation.
De ficar com ele, de encontrar com ele, de realizar desejo meu.
So what was the deal breaker when everything was seemingly going according to plan? On May 15th, Trindade checked into Sofitel Paris, and shortly after, Neymar sent her a text message telling her that he'll need to attend a party later in the day, but he wanted to come by before and give her a kiss.
Quando eu chego lá, tava tudo bem, tava tudo legal as mensagens, eu ia conseguir, entendeu? Só que quando eu cheguei lá, ele estava agressivo, totalmente diferente daquele cara que eu conheci nas mensagens.
According to Trindade, after exchanging a few kisses and rolling around the bed for a while, Neymar undressed her. That's when she asked the Brazilian if he brought a condom with him. Upon Neymar's negative response, she said that in that case, this would be as far as they go. Allegedly, Neymar did not respond, and Trindade took his silence as confirmation of her desire to stop then and there. The two were not on the same page, though, at least according to the young woman's version of the story.
E ele me virou, cometeu o ato, e eu pedi para ele parar. Enquanto ele cometia o ato, ele continuava batendo na minha bunda violentamente. E depois eu girei. Foi tudo muito rápido, questão de segundos, e me retirei.
Following the alleged act, Trindade was in a state of shock, and as she recalled later, she couldn't even cry on the spot. The very next day, when she finally came to terms with the event, instead of getting back to Brazil, she made up her mind to make Neymar pay. That was why she continued to exchange messages with the Brazilian, and even met with him the very next day, in an attempt to get him to repeat the aggression of the first encounter and film it. But to this day, only a few seconds of what is believed to be a 7-minute clip made public. Upon her return to Brazil, Trindade talked to a lawyer, but the man in question refused to represent her, telling her that she may build a case for assault, but not for while she was busy finding someone willing to take her case exactly like she told it. The whole story was taking a right turn.
Estou sendo acusado de... É uma palavra pesada, uma coisa muito forte, mas é o que está acontecendo no momento.
Neymar and his team were quick in their response, while his father, Neymar Sr., revealed on Brazilian television the identity of Nagila Trindade Mendes de Souza. In claiming the innocence of his son, Neymar himself took to Instagram and addressed the allegations. The fact that he showed private messages between him and Trindade, with all the sexual details involved, meant that the video infringed the platform's privacy regulations. But by the time it was taken down, Neymar's post was seen over 18 million times, and the floodgates were wide open. Only the caption of the post was enough to change the entire discourse around the story. Due to extortion, I'm being forced to expose my life and my family. While the superstar used his platform to address the allegations and how they made him feel, his father was on the attack. Neymar Sr. was claiming that the whole story was part of a blackmail and extortion attempt, led by Trindade and her ex-husband, Estevães Alves. Trindade vehemently denied the allegations and told SBT Brazil that her lawyer had told her that he would simply let Neymar's lawyers know. about what was going on. All the while, with her anonymity lost, Trindade became the subject of immense criticism online, and Brazilians started to dig deep into her life. Within a few days, everyone in the country knew that the 26-year-old had close to a $30,000 debt and that she was given a notice of eviction. All the conversation was now centered around a desperate woman trying to solve her financial problems by any means necessary. Jair Bolsonaro, the then president of Brazil and a politician Neymar is known to openly support, visited the player in hospital while he was in treatment for a ligament injury in his ankle. Bolsonaro's open support for Neymar was followed by a new law proposed in Congress by one of the members of his party, suggesting increased penalties against those making false sexual accusations. The bill was quickly dubbed as the Neymar da Penha Bill among Neymar's supporters, a mock of the Maria da Penha law, which was put in place after years of struggle by feminist groups, which was established to reduce domestic violence mainly by increasing punishment for domestic abuse offenders. For so many people close to the matter, in a country where only 1 out of every 10 is reported and just 1 in 100 leads to a conviction, the reaction was not surprising. Within a month of Trindade's allegations, Sao Paulo police investigator Juliana Lopes Busacos came to a conclusion and revealed in a press conference that she did not see enough elements to indict. The fact that Trindade first refused to let the investigators take a look into her phone to analyze the 7-minute-long footage she filmed and later claimed that her phone was stolen made everything clearer in the eyes of the public. Neymar was now in the clear, and the charges against Trindade and her ex-partner were dropped a few months later. The mind-boggling case was closed with no conviction for either side, which saw Neymar and Trindade exchange seats as defendant and plaintiff.